All right, guys, welcome back to Vanguard. K5 Blazer, 1971, small block Chevrolet underneath the hood. It's got an automatic, 4x4 as you can guess, beautifully restored. We're going to go and throw this thing up on the hoist out back, and you'll be able to see that this thing is freshly restored, never been mudded or anything like that. We're going to, if weather permits, which I don't believe it is today, we're going to hopefully take it for a drive. If not, we're going to let it run out back and let you show you how good it runs and things of that nature, all the interior and stuff like that. And of course, we'll show it to you here in the showroom too. Open all the doors, open the back of it, open pretty much every compartment on this car, give you the exploded view, give you a good walk around on it so you can get a good idea of what you're going to be buying. So let's fire it up. All right, guys, the front of this thing, absolutely beautiful, as you can see. Of course, this thing was taken apart to be painted. Of course, there's no tape lines or anything like that on any of your trim. Of course, you know, whoever restored this thing, I mean, I'd like to shake the guy's hand. I think he's probably a big Chevy guy because, I mean, everything seems to be pretty much nut and bolt correct for this thing. As the badge would imply, there is a Chevy small block underneath the hood, and I can't wait to show it to you. It's absolutely beautiful, just the way that GM would have put it. You can see it looks like a brand new set of BFG all-terrains on it. Got the locking hubs in the front, leaf spring front end on the thing, and I mean, I can just glance up underneath there and I can tell the whole frame is absolutely beautiful, been painted really proper. Very, very nice job on this one. I mean, all the door handles seem to work great, and there's just like a little prelude to the interior that I'll show you here in just a second. Very, very nice truck, and you can see here, you can just look down the side of it and check the paint out. I mean, it goes without saying that they've done it right. Back, same thing as the front. It looks like it's a brand new truck. I mean, I don't even know if they came this nice coming out of the showroom in 1971. My guess is that they didn't. I mean, you can see the back of it, all the paneling and all that is in excellent shape. Bumper obviously is brand new on the thing. See here how the wiring looks in place. It looks like they even got the license plate light wiring is all installed properly with the factory brackets and screws, so on and so forth. I mean, looking up underneath it on this side, I mean, all the body mount bushings and all that stuff is brand new. You know what I mean? You can feel all this just feels brand spanking new under there. Not even any pitting or anything like that that you would normally get in 1971 on these if they were actually driven. I mean, very, very nice. And I like the good solid doors too. I mean, it's very solid feeling. I mean, all the trim panels, all that stuff, it's all there. None of it's like flapping loose or anything like that. It's very, very well done on this truck. You can see, I mean, obviously the paint, you've just walked around the entire thing. It's essentially a brand new 1971 K5 Blazer. So I guess we'll go more in detail with the interior up in the back of it there, and then we'll get it out back and fire it up. All right, guys, in the truck, you can see here, obviously it looks brand new. And something else I'd really like to point out too is all of this in here is in really good shape, and you can even see, not that it's like not supposed to be like this, but you can even see where these body panels were stamped. So that means that this metal right here, there's no Bondo over it. You can actually see where the actual tooling marks in this stuff from when it was actually made, and I would like to point that out too, because there's nothing more that I hate to see than just things that are just glopped over. And of course this right here, you can see all that detail, which implies to me that this is a good solid truck, and it's a good honest truck. You know, I always do the door wipe around just to give you guys a feel that everything is in solid shape, and I mean, I'd be willing to like say that this right here, it would surprise me if this door isn't like a new old stock door or something like that. There's no pitting, there's no nothing. It feels like it looks like that looks right there. Absolutely beautiful. You can see here all the weather stripping, of course, is brand new on the truck. You got functional interior lights in the stinking thing. I love the dashboards on these, and it does have the tachometer, temperature, battery controls, all of it's here. And I think, is that a vacuum gauge over there? Nope, it does not have the factory vacuum gauge. However, it does have oil pressure. I mean, all of it works. It's all essentially restored. You've got, well, it is restored. What am I talking about? You do have the tilt wheel on this thing. Like I said, automatic transmission. I love the big old steering wheel. There's your transfer case controls right over there. Very nice truck. And give you a lift on the mat. Obviously the carpet is brand new. The mats are brand new. All the pedal pads are brand new. Everything has been taken off, sandblasted. I mean, I can just get up underneath the dash here, and it's absolutely beautiful. If you want even to get the camera up underneath there, I mean, that is a brand new truck right there. There's no hackery going on underneath there. There's no twist and tape connections. Very, very nice build. I mean, even like their door latches and stuff like that, they went through the trouble of making sure all that stuff was right. All the plates and stuff like that, it's all there. It's all the way it should be. Good solid vault-like closing of the door. I mean, it's a very, very nice truck, and I would invite you to come in. That way you can really, really get an idea of what this thing really is. You're going to want to walk out of here with it, I guarantee it. Let's check out the passenger side. All right, guys, and this door right here, a lot of the same stuff. You can see that it's got the tooling marks like I was talking about. Give you the feel around the door, of course. I mean, you'd know if there was something underneath it there. It's absolutely beautiful. I can even feel like the crimp right here where the metal was folded over. I mean, all that is nice, and you can still feel most of that in here. Essentially, these are brand new doors on this thing. Interior on this side, beautiful shape. As you can see, brand new carpet, brand new mats, brand new seat upholstery. I mean, it's a brand new truck, without a doubt. You can see that the dash pad, of course, is in really good shape. Everything here, I mean, all the interior lights seem to be functional. The lid here is in great shape. I mean, it's brand new. I can't say that enough. And you know, you guys are gonna get sick of me saying that, but I mean, it truly is a brand new 1971 K5 Blazer in here, and I'm actually just taken back by really looking at it on the inside here. It's very nice. I guess we'll open up the hatch in the back there, let you take a good look at the seat in the rear and all like the compartments in the back, and then we'll take it out back. All right, guys, in the back of this thing, it's in pretty good shape, as you can see. Carpet, of course, back here is in beautiful shape. You can see that even the wheel well humps on this thing, it looks like they wet sanded them, for heaven's sakes. I mean, this guy's level of detail, very, very high. I commend people that do this level of restoration. This truck is essentially meant to be sitting in, you could basically wheel this truck into your living room. It's that clean. The carpet, of course, underneath the carpet, I'll give you a lift in this corner over here. You can see that everything is in really good shape over here, of course. It's all painted underneath this carpet. It's got some sort of like a sound deadening under here, so I would imagine, and I would have been told by a multitude of people that have driven it, that it's just phenomenal driving the thing. So I guess one other thing I'd like to point out is this isn't all dented up real terrible, like, you know, people throwing farm tools and God knows what else on this, coolers and whatever, denting this really terrible. It's actually in really good shape. So I guess that would about sum up this interior part of the video, and I guess we'll go start it up out back and we'll let you listen to it run. All right, guys, we got our 71 Blazer here at the door. I'm not saying at all that this thing is not capable of going out there and traversing the Michigan weather that we have going on out there, and we got hit pretty hard of recently. I'm not saying at all that this thing isn't capable of doing it and doing it with a smile on its face. However, when we go and throw this thing up on the hoist here in just a second, you're going to see very well why we're not doing that, is because this thing looks every bit as good on the bottom as it does on the top, and that's really saying something, because this thing is a really beautiful truck. So as much as I want to go out four-wheeling in the snow, I'm going to save this beautiful truck the hassle of us the hassle, I should say, of us having to polish all the nuts and bolts underneath this thing that it has. So outside of that, you guys are just going to have to live with it sitting here at the door until we can get a nice day where we can actually go out and drive this thing. First thing that stopped, hitting me really in the face is you can see all of our gauges seem to be working. Oil pressure gauge, fuel gauge, tachometer, word was escaping me. Our temperature gauge is over here running nice and frosty, and it's been sitting here idling for quite some time in order to warm it up so I can rev it. Everything seems to be working just fine. Horn's working. You guys, I don't know that you can see it, but we do have functional gauge lights here, and I'd also like to point out even the interior lights work with the click, the side click of the dimmer switch here. I'd like to point out, give us all of our heat here. You can hear the heat kick on, and we've got pretty kicking heat coming out of the our defrost vent. Of course, you can move it across here, and you're going to get the floor vent as well. So all the baffles and stuff like that, and this all seems like it's working just fine. See your transfer case right here. Of course, we're in two-wheel drive high now, but you can kick it down to low if you want, four-wheel drive high, whatever it may be, whatever you desire. As far as the running quality of it, it seems to be very responsive. Like I said, it has like you will see, I guess, in the video, you will see that this thing has a a numbers matching carburetor for the engine that's in the car, and it's all, of course, tuned to one another, and it all seems to run just fine, just the way that GM would have wanted it to run from the factory. Very, very accessible, very, very snappy throttle response. Interior in this thing is in beautiful shape, as you can see. I mean, it's a brand new truck with all intents and purposes. You can see all the chrome is in great shape. I mean, back here, all of this stuff, all the carpet underneath this has, of course, been replaced. The seats all look like they've been reupholstered. And something with the upgraded interiors in these trucks, you get like this pretty cool little center console here that would be really great for, you know, I guess if you took this thing out to the dunes or something like that, you could always just, you know, plug that little hole there, fill it full of ice, and, you know, just fill it full of beer or Coke and whatever it may be that you want to drink while you're out there. This truck is pretty darn cool. I'm really impressed with it. I'm really impressed with the way it seems to be running right now, and I'm really, really sad that I can't go out there and drive it and have fun with it, but it's just too nice to do it. So I guess that being said, we're going to go and throw it up on the hoist, and you can see exactly why we're not going to go and do that. One other thing I'd like to point out, it is a power steering truck. No power steering, squeal, any of that crap. I mean, and I shouldn't really be doing this because, of course, you know, it's a little bit rough on the tie rod ends and stuff, but I mean, just so you guys can, for demonstrative purposes, you guys can see that this thing it's pretty top notch. We've got all of our gears. There's reverse, neutral, drive. None of that big clunk or any of that stuff that implies that our gear lash is worn out or our U-joints are worn out, anything like that. I mean, we got everything here. Back to neutral again, reverse. Reverse lights do work on this thing. I've seen them work for myself. So that's about it, guys. Stay tuned for the undercarriage video on this, and trust me, if you stick through this video long enough to see the undercarriage video, you're gonna want it. I promise you. All right, guys, this is the underside of our 71 Blazer. You heard me say that it was really nice before in the previous parts of this video. Really go over this with a fine-tooth comb if you want. It's absolutely beautiful under here. There's nothing to hide here. Starting from like even over top of the gas tank, you can see, of course, this is all brand new stuff. Look at all the paint up here. This is all body color type stuff. There's no pitting or anything like that on this. All of like the frame supports and all of like the I guess the rear cab mounts, whatever you would like to call it, the bed supports, all that type of stuff. It's all in beautiful shape on it. All of the mounts are in excellent shape, so on and so forth. The exhaust is beautiful on it. Brand new exhaust on it, as you can see, true duals on it, and it does have factory type mufflers on it. In front of the fuel tank here, you can see we got a GM 12-bolt type rear end. It's about a 307 gear in the thing. It is an open differential, and I'd also like to point out that the date code is E61, which would imply it being a 1971. It's date code correct, or it's date code appropriate, but it very well may not be the original one for the car. E is a bit on the new side, but it's a distinct possibility. We have brand new flex hoses here, along with all new brake lines. You can see it looks like brand new wheel cylinders in the thing. You can even see like the pins in the back here, which is implying that all these brakes are absolutely brand new inside these, and we have had a mechanic take it all apart, look at it, inspect everything. It includes wheel cylinder leaks, so on and so forth, misassemblies. But seeing all this new hardware, even from the back of the drum, is a good indication that all this stuff is brand new, which of course it comes as no surprise looking at the truck. Frame on this thing, I mean, just look at it. It's beautiful. It looks like it's been powder coated. Very nice job doing it. Powder coat's a very tough type material. It holds up well. I believe this is powder coat if I'm not mistaken. If it is paint, they did a pretty darn good job doing it too. All the wiring is clipped in place over here on this side, just as it should be. This looks like a nice aftermarket type. Nope, this might even be the original type parking brake cables. Everything looks to be hooked up properly. All of our fuel lines and stuff like that are neatly ran with all factory appropriate clips and stuff. All on this side here, everything looks good. U-joints feel nice and tight. Of course, it's all been replaced. I mean, absolutely beautiful. Every nut and bolt on this thing absolutely shines. Here in between the frame rails, before we get to the transmission, this is the transfer case here. It's a new process 205, and the date on it is actually 10/28/1970, which is a very distinct possibility. This could have been the one that the car was born with, or the truck, I should say, was born with. And you see these in a lot of these K5 Blazers. They're very tough, big old honking cast iron case. Nice parts. I like to see these in a lot of these things, and especially one that's date code correct like this one is. The transmission is a turbo 350 3-speed automatic transmission. I cannot see the VIN stamp on this, so I can't tell you whether or not it actually is numbers matching. But however, it is a turbo 350 transmission, inconclusive on the numbers matching. Moving forward to that, ouch, here's our GM 350. This is a small block Chevrolet engine, and we're going to get to more about that on when we get to the top of it here. As far as underneath that, we have a Dana 44 front axle here. It's right around like probably a 308 gear. They always gear them just slightly higher in the front, so the front pulls when you have it in 4x4 as opposed to the rear pushing. That's always it's always practice to have the front ever so slightly higher than the rear. Get disc brakes in the front, nothing wrong with that. You can see all of the steering components have completely been gone through. Everything looks brand spanking new. And everything looks like all the grease boots are intact. I see Moog components on a lot of this stuff, which is, I won't buy anything but Moog components on any of my vehicles. You can see we've got power steering up there. No big surprise, this is a power brakes truck as well. All the flex hoses are in beautiful shape, and they all look to be completely brand new. I mean, all the shocks are brand new on it. Fender wells, it even has like the stickers from still being new on the thing. I mean, absolutely amazing job restoring this thing. Leaf spring bushings, all that looks to be completely new. The shackles are new, both front and rear. The cradle for the motor, all of the transmission lines, fuel lines, all of it. I mean, I could sit here and name every individual component on this thing on what's new, but just consider the whole truck to be essentially new. Everything on this thing has been gone through. And I do like, from this angle, you can see the big beefy tread pattern on the tires, and I do like these BFG tires, these all-terrains. Very nice tire. I've had them on 2 or 3 of my vehicles, and they've worn perfectly fine on them. You know, the nice wear even pattern, provided your alignment's in good shape, which this one is. You shouldn't have any issues with them. Let's check out the size on the tires. All right, guys, BFG all-terrain. That's the tires that are on it. The size is they're 31. Where is that? 31 by 10.5, 15-inch rim. I would like to point out that this does have locking hubs on the truck. This would be locked, that would be unlocked, and when you go to put it in 4x4, the stick's in the truck. When you go to put it in 4x4 to actually lock the hubs into the axle, you have to twist these on them, and that's, you know, pretty standard for this old school type stuff. But like I said, 15-inch rim, and it's all looks like to be stock stuff on it. All the hubcaps and all that stuff seems to be in good shape, and the tires look absolutely brand new on the thing. Let's go check out the rears. All right, guys, back here we got the same size, 31 by 10.5, R15. You can see back here we've got, of course, there's no locking hub back here. This is just the rear axle. It's just always engaged. Outside of that, it's pretty much, you can see that the beauty ring is in good shape. You know, the hubcap is in good shape, and you can get a good look up inside this wheel well, something we couldn't get in the showroom. Take a look at that. That's absolutely amazing. I want to, if anyone's interested in this truck or even wants to admire it, you can go to our website, you can check out the pictures on this truck, and there's a bunch of high definition pictures at the underside of this thing. It's like something that I would set as like a computer desktop. It's that nice, honestly. So I guess at this point, let's check out the 350 under the hood. All right, guys, as far as the engine goes on this, it's a 350 Chevrolet, just as we told you. Small block Chevy in it, and you can see here that we've got it's pretty much all factory original type stuff. The engine itself is actually a 1975 engine, so it is not numbers matching for the car. However, it does look like it's been gone through just recently. You can tell that the intake manifold was off of it when they went to go and paint it. It probably has been gone through, as you can see here, all the nuts and bolts and stuff like that. Looks like it's been, implies that it has been gone through properly and been taken apart as opposed to just been spray bombed. You can see that, well, like I said, it's a 1975 engine. The carburetor that sits on top of the, looks like stock intake manifold, is a Quadrajet, just a Rochester Quadrajet. And I believe the carburetor is probably original to the engine because I ran the carburetor numbers, and it looks to me, looks like it's a 1975 from the best I can tell, which it's all good stuff. It seems to me like it's probably a package deal and everything seems to made up just fine. Outside of that, you can see, of course, new fuel pump, all the new rubber hoses, all that stuff's in place. You know, they didn't just get one-piece rubber hose. They actually have the pipe for this. Alternator looks brand spanking new on it. All the V-belts are brand new on it. Power steering down there, as I had mentioned underneath. Power brakes on the truck. Outside of just the engine stuff, which is what I like to talk about, you got to take notice of the paint on this thing. And you can see the underside of the hood is absolutely beautiful on it. Firewall is beautiful. It looks like the heater box looks like it's been out and, of course, you know, properly restored and rebuilt and put back together. Looks like a brand new heater blower motor in the thing. Looks like your fender wells are in good shape. Like I said, underneath they're brand new. The stickers are still on them. And the guy even went to the trouble of putting like even like your emission stickers and like your engine stickers and stuff like that as far as your service stuff goes. All that has been put on the truck. So a very high quality restoration. I do give this guy credit. And I really like to see this type of stuff when they're doing these, is people that go to the level of making sure that every nut and bolt has been replaced, every nut and bolt is new, so on and so forth. And then they go to the added trouble of putting all the correct stickers on it. Those are the kind of restorations that we like to see here. And generally we have no issues with them. And you know, when people took that much care to go and buy that little ticky-tacky type stuff, they did a good job everywhere else, and even in the areas that you can't see. Outside of that, brand new looking AC Delco battery. Even the hood hinges look like they're the proper color, and you know, they've actually been painted, taken off properly, rebuilt and painted, so on and so forth. Beautiful truck, guys, beautiful truck. So if you'd like to have this big old beast parked in your driveway, on top of your driveway, on top of your neighbor's car even, make sure to call Tom with the number below and let Vanguard Motor Sales park this monster in your driveway.